Rohan, Laudna's, Liana, all of them. I will tear down everything they represent. And I will see that they leave no more pain in their wake.
Yeah, you're totally right. I mean, Liliana maybe not, but the other ones for sure.
I don't know anymore. She didn't help. Although, that white light, I don't think we've talked about it. That light that sent us all away.
Is that different from the beam to the moon?
Well, I don't know. The only other time I remember anything like that was...
Our first clash, right?
Yeah.
Right, when everything exploded and y'all were fine through it all, right? Y'all were safe and everything else was destroyed? I had no control over that, but what if somebody there did that? What if somebody at the site caused it, Liliana, and sent us all away? What if it would have been so much worse? Everybody could have died there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You couldn't control it, but what if someone could?
Right.
And it was when you were overcome by anger? Fear? Both?
Yeah.
Are you suggesting you think Liliana did it last?
I don't know.
Tempest,
Wishful thinking, maybe.
Yeah.
More than maybe.
we got ourselves fairly entangled in their business there. Learned a lot. Maybe not enough.
I saw Keyleth eyeing Imogen. Do I get the sense that she knows the connection between Imogen and Liliana?
Make an insight check.
Did we ever reveal that to her? I can't remember if
Yeah. What is she thinking? So my Imogen die. It's not great. 8.
8.
Whispers.
Hard to tell. She's definitely partially present. Part of her mind seems definitely emotional and focused elsewhere.
in your head. Do you think you should tell her what y'all saw?
I think back. I was about to. Tempest, we're very close to this. My friend is kin with Tumult.
That's not what I was thinking you should tell her.
I don't care.
In your head.
I had a suspicion.
I never knew her.
But you are here to help.
Of course.
I vouch for her.
In your head, you hear, I want to fix this.
If there's any sign of betrayal, this is bigger than us.
I have a question, being that you are a midwife. Have you ever birthed any children under the ruinous moon?
Intentionally, no.
Oh.
There have been some near births, but some parents, through long taught Ashari techniques of childbirth, to sustain the labor until flares had come to an end, so as not to bring a child into the world with, the threat of superstition, and children can be very mean.
Oh, yes, very much so.
They just suck it in. That's wow.
We're a hearty people.
Have any children been born in the last couple days? Or the last week, I guess?
No, I don't believe we have any children who are due for at least the next month, I believe.
All right.
I'm just kind of cuddled up with the witches out on the balcony on the cliff edge, and I've taken Pate and I attached a ribbon to him, and I tossed him up, and I'm just flying him like a kite off the edge.
She was like, hey, we're really high.
Let the slack out a little bit more, see how far I can go.
Little nervous up here.
You're fine.
There's a big hawk circling. I don't think he wants to be friends.
I pull out Pate. Pate.
Yeah?
You're a little impish, right? You're kind of fiendish.
Well, we're told that on occasion.
So we might be encountering some of your kin, your brethren, who are not as friendly and as charming as you.
Woman, you are.
It's true, but all this to say, I need you to kind of keep an eye out.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Can you go invisible?
Sure.
Thank you. I need you to, I point out the westward direction. Do you mind heading west, doing a little scout? Let me know if you see anything, and also be on the lookout for some blue flowers.
Got it. Looking for brethren and blue flowers.
Correct.
Yes.
I'm gonna, we can go ahead and start walking.
How do we know we went the right way?
Well, totem west, the direction of the
A
the
fate
coin
lies in the hands of an imp.
And I'll go ahead and I'll hold someone's hand. I'll hold Imogen's hand, and I'm gonna kind of come in and out of my Pate vision, holding onto Imogen.
I'll be behind
Do we want to
Ashton
bruise her in the back?
with
Or we
Laudna
can-
following me, I
case
guess.
anything-
I could go in the back.
I could also put Laudna in front of me so I can guide your shoulders as you're walking. It might be easier.
That's
good. Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna just corkscrew it up out of the ground and hope that the helmet comes off and doesn't take the head with it.
It's kind of like the helmet comes up, and the skull drops out thereafter.
Oh, unfortunate. Can I just checking underneath it? Was it just a decapitated head, or was there a body also?
You can see elements of a body that are kind of laying down next to it, like the head was kind of up, and the body was kind of crushed and left.
I'm going to look at him, and referencing his little rib cage, which is very literal in this instance, I'm gonna go, ooh, I have one of those too. And especially for everyone who's basically not Orem and Ashton, you see this black void start to expand, and it looks like it's starting to peel away Laudna's flesh, exposing her rib cage underneath her skin, and her rib cage starts to expand, and from this like deep depth of black ooze and purple ichor swirling in there, you just see the front of a wolf's head start to push its way out, and it starts to claw its way out. It's like undead, mangy, half skeletal wolf, then just leaps forth out of her chest.
Mama bear!
It's not you. You just gave birth to a wolf.
Yes.
That's your girlfriend. Hell yeah.
I'm respectfully watching.
And I go, join your kin, and I sick him right next towards Chetney. Do you want him to just have initiative under me?
Sure,
Sorry.
we'll go with that.
Holy
That
shit.
is so cool.
What?
The fuck?
You chest wolfed a wolf.
That
burst a
is
wolf.
rad.
Inside of Marisha, there are 2 wolves.
You seem weirdly happy.
I do.
Yeah. And you. I don't. This is just a weird observation. Feels like you are glowing a little bit. I don't know why.
You know, when Imogen and I took our little walk to go visit Shadana, you know, we talked it out and
about a lot of
we cleared the
stuff.
air and you know.
What does that mean?
Yeah, we got some snacks.
What did you talk out? Did you have problems that you had to work out?
had beef.
Just
Yeah.
just the kind of. I apologized, which I. You're not wrong. I should probably extend this apology to the rest of you for my behavior. I'm feeling a bit irrational towards being kind of mad that you guys had a really good time
you were
on
right.
your trip.
You were right.
Uh-huh. And we just had a really horrible, kind of traumatizing time.
Also
And
still
that's it.
Also still processing as well.
But we're good
We
now.
apologized.
We're
We
great.
talked.
Why are you sweating?
It's just clammy. Exactly.
Do you sweat ink? What is that?
It's a little dewy. It's
You're dewy.
It's a little gray. I know.
Wow.
Sorry.
Viscous humors or something. I don't know what that is.
It's fine. We're fine.
Everything's great. It's
Everyone's
fine.
checked in then.
Yeah. Let me
Doing
just
it.
go check it out real
You?
fast.
That is
You shouldn't
so.
go alone. She shouldn't go alone.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
Right as it screeches, I want to reach forward and strangle it around the neck and cast Shocking Grasp.
All right. How do you want to do this?
Ooh, I want to strangle it until its neck starts to singe, and I'm just going to keep squeezing. Until its head just kind of like goes from its body.
As its neck begins
My
to
neck
give way,
cracked as I did that.
you feel its body actually begin to crumble away into ash under your grasp, both of your grasps. And as it begins to kind of go limp within your hands, it falls into this small smoldering pile before it dissipates in with the rest of the surrounding dying
That's right!
forest floor.
Have we pissed anything else off around here?
So
She's very capable.
So, Laudna, all you see is this creature loom down a shadow, and then Imogen is gone. You hear muffled screams and just a spatter of blood across the top of the tower before she slumps down into the ground, pulling herself free from its grasp.
You definitely hear Laudna go, no!
You
Oh, I'm like
are
right in front
also
of the cage too.
splattering.
See dead.
We're gonna have an Aladdin moment. Do you trust me?
Yeah.
All right. And run, and we're gonna jump off the edge.
As you like run from beneath the cage, it's something to shock. It kind of chuckles. Oh no, you don't! You hear in your mind, and as you push Imogen off to the side, you feel the shadow loom over it as its mouth slowly behind you opens to try and catch you from the
So we're
side.
trying to jump.
Yep. It bites down on a version of Laudna that isn't there, and as it shimmies and vanishes out of existence, you are just a foot in front of it as the jaws snap around nothing.
Dope shot.
You both,
Wait, you missed? He missed?
He missed me.
Whoa!
Amazing.
you both leap off the side.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna.
Hide. Hide.
Yeah, he's gonna see me
Laudna
wherever I go.
says.
I'll move back as far as I can towards the building so that he.
Get you back to where Laudna is, right there.
Ah!
I feel like I'm just putting you in danger by stepping right next to you.
I just don't want anything to happen to you.
Well, we're both fucked. Let's be real.
It is currently chewing the no longer moving body of Imogen within its jaw.
Oh, boy.
Oh, you gotta get her out of the jaw.
Boy.
Laudna fucking rages.
And as it's doing so, its eyes kind of like connect to you.
To me, I just like my form of dread expands even further as I just look at it with intense anger. Let's go, bitch. I'm gonna dump a blight into him.
Like all the blood that's pouring out of its jaws, it tends to like dry up and burn away as one of its eyes kind of dims, and you see these like parts of its fur begin to fall out, almost like it has this like patchy, heavy, infected mange that appears on the side of its face.
I was gonna try and drag Imogen's body away, but Orem is there. Can I just like, with my form of dread, like tower over top of her and shield her with my body as much as I can?
If you want to.
With my body.
So you move over and kind of like lean over and shield her. Okay.
Yeah.
Stand between it and her.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Fucking why not? Yeah.
I'm just ow,
Fern, you're up.
enraged, a terrifying.
All right.
You're on the ground still, like coming to. Your whole body aches in terrifying pain, but you're back in yourself. And you look off to the side, your face like pulled up from the stonework, and the creature is looming right above you, cackling and currently like.
And
Laudna's right
Laudna's right
on
above
top
me, and
of
I
it,
see
yeah.
like the creature past Laudna. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to. This is dumb.
Which one away?
I'm gonna reach over as I'm on the ground and grab a hold of the creature's foot and try to cast Shocking Grasp on him as well. And I am gonna cast Invisibility on me and Laudna.
Okay.
Oh! No way! That
Cool.
works.
In her head, I'm just gonna say, run away.
You do the same.
And I'm gonna use my movement to get away from him as far as I
FCG,
Who's talking to that?
I'm invisible, but Imogen is really hurt, but also invisible. She's near where Ashton is.
Okay, I'll let her come to me and I'll give her a hug of healing.
Yeah, just let her feel around for you.
She can see me, right?
Yes, exactly. But just go in that general area.
I may have cast blindness on her. I'm not sure.
You are brought back to the Red Storm. All too familiar as it surrounds and suffuses the space around you, an endless maelstrom of red dust and cloud, flashing with distant crimson lightning. The flashes subside for a moment, and before you in the storm, you see a massive, dark shape obscured by the dust, before the winds briefly part it, revealing hundreds of domiciles. Carved and built into the red rock, the shapes round at the corners, organically inspired in architecture, and hundreds of humanoid shapes, just dark shadows through the storm, all walking through the multi-tiered streets that weave through. As you stand there, all of them stop at once, and all in unison, shift to you, and all their eyes glow with a purple light at once as they all perceive you. A yearning begins to consume your body from the inside. A heavy, emotional gravity that is pulling your attention downward. And you hear again, echoing through the storm, Imogen, please, run. I won't let it have you. Do you give in to the urge, or do you fight it?
I'm gonna fight it.
You're gonna fight it.
How can I trust you?
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Natural 20.
You focus your consciousness, and that urge, right as it begins to almost pull at something within the inside of your chest, your being, almost like strings pulling you down to the ground before you, like you're about to be thrust upon your hands and knees, you push away with all the force of what odd power has been granted to you, and you rocket up out of the storm. You watch as the dust and the shapes and the city begin to disappear, obscured below, and you emerge from the clouds. And you drift, your hair just gently lifting around you in a slightly darker stratosphere above the Ruidian skyline. You can see the gentle red curve in the distance. And as you glance up, you can see the shape of Exandria facing that direction. The single thin red line connecting the two like a bridge, like a thread. You look down back at the storms, and you can see there are pockets where the storms subside. And you can see valleys. And you swear you can see movement. Distant and minute as it is, you're too far to see details.
I look up at Exandria. Is it possible to drift toward those pockets where I can see closer, where I can see more clearly?
Yeah, you will yourself in that direction, and just as easy as it is to breathe, you glide back closer towards the surface, but above where the storm fronts are, until you begin to cruise over one of those openings, those small pockets of free air. And looking down, you can see these rolling red and gray and maroon valleys and mountains that rise up. And what looks like herds of beasts, strange, unfamiliar beasts running along cracked red valleys. You can see sand flows like rivers that weave through chasms where creatures wade through like water. There's an ecology here. Like a weird shadow version of the world you know. The world holds a hidden vibrance outside history. At that moment, you feel a presence behind you. What do you do?
I detect thoughts.
It's your mother.
I turn around.
She's there, just beyond where you are, though just kind of a luminescent spiritual projection, if you will. I just want to protect you. More than anything.
Then why didn't you?
I am.
Was it you? Was it you who shunted us away when everything happened?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Why don't you fight this? Why don't you tell me what's happening?
I need him as much as he needs me. I must be careful, for he is older and more cunning than most. The seeds we bear still pull us. I will find a way to end this one way or another.
Are you setting him free? For Dothas? Is Is it gonna really destroy the gods?
You deserve to be free.
At what cost? Mama.
She gets pulled back. The storm swirls around and consumes you. And you are back to your dark, dreaming state.
Hey, you guys.
What's up?
I dreamt about Ruidus last night.
You can dream again?
I guess so. I thought the circlet kept me from doing it, but
Are you all right?
yeah, no, everything's fine. But I saw Ruidus.
Did you learn anything new?
Yeah, it's like a full fucking planet. Like there were animals swimming and.
Did they seem happy?
I mean, they seemed like animals. There were cities. There were a lot of people in the city, and they all looked at me, and they all knew me.
Do they look like your little avatar guy that you summoned?
Ask,
Or they
like,
just like-
people like us,
Or they? Yes.
As above, so below.
You didn't see enough detail at
They
the
were
moment.
just
You just saw people walking.
Silhouettes and purple eyes.
Oh.
So a little dream trippy at the same time.
Maybe.
Respect.
It might have been the storm, but yeah. I feel more solid than ever that I want to end this connection.
What's that mean?
Like, I know all of us have said, like, we're stopping it. This is the first time I've really felt I want it to go away.
You believe?
I want to help the gods. These demons getting loose. The gods are the only thing keeping that at bay, right?
Don't know.
Yeah, we know. Yeah.
Did you see anyone in your dream, Ren or?
My mom.
Wow.
Did she talk to you?
She did. She said she wanted to help us, but in the wrong way. She's on his side.
Yes.
Yeah. She doesn't want me a part of it, but she doesn't want to stop him.
So she knows it's wrong.
I think so.
Did she look any different?
She looked. It was definitely her presence, and it looked like her in some ways, but it was that kind of spectral, kind of lavender energy, kind of like a projection of her, if anything.
But
It was like a projection of her.
Yoked?
Like really muscly.
Cool.
Are you sure it was her? And not.
I mean, I reached out. It felt like her mind. I don't know his power. He could.
You mean Ludinus or Predatho?
Something was pulling me in, though. Something really wanted me to stay there.
I mean, if it helps, like her getting this sort of call. I spoke with the change bringer last night. I prayed with her, and she also said that she was real fearful and that she needed our help, and she sort of formed like I dropped down into like a pathway, and I saw this vision, and like the pathway was going up above me. I don't know if that means to the moon,
I think we gotta go.
but it feels like we've got multiple voices in our heads saying to go there.
I feel like if she's telling me so strongly to stay away from it, I don't trust her anymore. We gotta go to it.
Would Laudna have heard of this whispered one?
Oh, yeah. But not like heard it. You've never heard the term.
I just know it.
But the minute you hear the name, there's a cold jolt that shoots down your spine.
Another option
Just putting it out there.
Nope, let's keep talking
When you
about
do
it.
scry, no, this is just a fast little solve. If you scry again tomorrow and you get a visual of where they are, you can attune to this staff. You take this staff and you can teleport us straight to that spot. You've already seen it. You probably have a better chance than describing it to me. You can just use this.
That's really great. That's really smart.
Nuts.
Well,
That's really smart. I could do that right now, though.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Well,
That's
no,
brilliant.
because I used it today.
Okay, great.
It has
Let's
to
take
be
a nap
recharged
then.
tomorrow.
We'll spend the rest of the day stocking up on supplies.
Buy some stuff, party a little.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
You have enough for the
huge.
crowd.
That's
Nice.
huge.
That's really good. That's really smart. That's really smart.
I'm down.
We can fit all three of you on one with your size there.
I'm.
Imogen, come on.
You know, I think I'll.
What are you talking about? Look, y'all can saddle
the
up.
edge of the cliff. No, y'all are fine. Y'all just go. Y'all.
Are you sure?
Will you be here just in case?
You gotta do it. Makes you tremble. Tremble.
How about y'all just suit up?
Okay.
Just
Parent doesn't like a little spice in her food.
if anything happens to me, promise me you'll move on.
Nothing's gonna happen.
Find
What?
somebody else, and Imogen's my girlfriend.
Oh. Snap. Wow.
As you say it, I crack her wrist back into place.
Oh,
thank
you.
It's like that. Oh, I know the rough stuff. Nice.
Well, my name is Uli. Nice to meet you, girlfriends and all.
Hi, Uli.
Put about 5 gold apiece for about 10 minutes of a ride.
10 minutes.
Make it 20.
How long does it take to get over to, if we wanted to, I mean, not that I'm gonna go, but if we wanted to go down, like, over there, how long would that take?
Oh, if you're going a straight shot there, taking no more than maybe like 35, 40 seconds.
Oh, that's great. 10 minutes is great.
We do a few like big
Loop-de-loopies?
yes, aerial loops.
Certainly. Let me go ahead and get your devices. It looks like some sort of an extended tether.
Is this for insurance purposes?
Oh, this is for when we train the newcomers to make use of the sky sails to make sure they don't get themselves killed.
Sure.
Outright. It's a very dangerous thing you're asking about, and I'm not about to be liable for
kind
this.
of backhand slide a very small chisel blade to Laudna, just in case the tether's too tight.
Who are these people?
We are your newest stunt pilots.
We're tourists.
Yep.
Uli, are you serious? Gives half the money to her. All right.
Body talks.
True.
Body talks. Do we need goggles?
Do we get the cool suits?
No.
Oh. Do we get like call signs? Do we get like cool pilot names?
Look, looks over at the other individual. For an additional charge, suits and titles can be provided.
I mean, we're here.
We might as well. I mean, it sounds like a good deal. Do we get like a little souvenir?
Do we get to keep the goggles?
You got pilot wings that they hand out to
For
the kids?
the extended, all-inclusive sky sail adventure package, that'll be about 20 gold apiece for the run.
20 gold.
But you keep the goggles.
Keep the goggles.
All right.
You got it. 20 gold apiece. I got it. I invest in life experiences.
We don't normally do little
No, we don't.
like, adventures.
This is
together.
it,
This
though.
is gonna be
This is
great.
how we
This is
bond.
it. All right.
The elven woman like taps her foot like pretty heavily towards the halfling fella. He goes, gives her half the money. He goes, all right, don't get him killed. And she just walks off and starts like taking her jacket off and heading off to the rest of her day. And he's like,
What's our call signs?
what do you want them to be? You paid for it. What's your call sign? Unless you want me to give you one.
I'm kind of, yes, I kind of like
Yeah,
dealer's
yeah,
choice,
yeah, yeah,
what's
yeah.
something that's, that's of the people.
You're the air boss.
Yes.
Right, okay. You, Snappy Twig.
SP.
Snappy SP. Did you say SP?
Oh,
Snappy Twig. ST. Oh no.
Saint Laudna. Snappy Twig Laudna. Saint Laudna. Got it.
Certainly. Yeah. See, choose your own cost then. Do you want to pick one, or do you want it to be provided?
No, you provide it.
You are Sunray Sally.
I like it.
SS.
Imogen. All right.
All right. And you?
Yeah.
Sure. Arr it is.
Amazing. R to ST. R to ST. Prepare to depart.
See the look of just like
This is ST. I copy.
sinking regret on this halfling man's face. Surprising yourself, the adrenaline spikes through your maybe living system, and as you pull back on the bar, the resistance isn't enough to overcome your determination, and the wings end up curling up as the wind picks them even further, and you arc upward into a large updraft. Whoosh, picking up. For the length of your 10-minute ride, what do you want to do?
Well, I want to do.
Really tethered?
I'm.
Is she tethered?
You glance down where this is. That rope that was attached to it is kind of what he pulled at that point. She's riding with him, so you're not tethered.
Oh, so he's on the thing as
Oh
well.
yeah, he clicked into her outfit, so he's on it with her. So Laudna, as you go, all right, now you gotta pull up, and then you hear that voice. What's he? Oh shit! He went one.
That's time after all.
I go. All right. We're going after. And like do a harmony.
Wait, what did he do?
I'm gonna put my goggles down and just run and take a flying leap off the cliff myself.
Oh god, they're all gonna die! I got them, kid! Oh god! Oh no!
As soon as I get down to like fall down to about their level, I hit fly on myself. So I'm like,
You take out. God, what are you doing? What are you doing? So what are you doing?
Meet me in the middle. Meet me in the middle.
Are you gonna go out there?
This guy yells, shh, pick up and start kind of like coasting around each other in the middle of this open airspace.
Right when I feel like I have Chet lined up, I'm gonna do a prestidigitation where I fling out a bunch of sparks that almost look like missiles, and I'm gonna try and shoot him in his face.
How'd you do that?
We're dog fighting!
All right. And are you trying to avoid this?
Yes.
All right.
I'm trying to bake and roll.
Okay.
make him roll.
Big avoidance. Sparks going out. You coasting, but you now see they're pseudo dog fighting in the middle of the space.
Shit.
You also hear, what are you doing? Hand off this! I'm taking this right back. Here, just do this.
We gotta get him.
Get who?
This is war! Flip around and go for round two.
Bank around. You're gonna glimpse out. The wind is hitting his face to the point where you're now pushing back the bushy goatee, and you just see this broken teeth and a scream on his face, just going, eyes wide.
Prestidigitation. I'm just shooting stuff at Chet too, just to.
What?
Yeah. Teamwork.
Chet, what are you doing? As they're
I
both
got the
now.
horn of silent alarm, and I'm like.
Your ears are ringing with the loudest alarm.
Getting teamed up on. Gotta get low, gotta get fast. And I just push it into a dive.
You go into a full dive, and it's at this moment you realize you haven't really looked down up to this point. It is straight mountain valley down for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet before there is broken cliffside and what looks to be like smaller farmstead abodes and what looks like little outcroppings that lead into like farmland that's been cultivated and built this high up in the middle of this mountain range. And you can just see like these wide fields and then broken cliff edges and then just further fall into heavy forest below. And you're just well, like your cheeks are like rattling behind you.
Not yet. Not yet.
Make another strength check for me.
Come on.
I'm dive bombing after him.
Whoa! It's a 6!
You go to pull up.
Practically gods.
You go to pull up, and it
oh, this is going pretty steep. You start. You're arcing. You're not in a complete dive, but you're still going down. You're just pulling up slightly, and you're just getting close. There's like one almost like a windmill structure. It's on the edge of this cliff. That's getting closer and closer as you're arcing up, and you just see this one person who's out there in the process of watering like a small like bank garden on the outside of it. And they look up and go, ah! As you're arcing towards them. What are you two doing?
I was diving after him.
Okay.
What was my trainer's name again?
Uli is what you heard.
Come on, Uli!
What do we do? They're gonna
We're going after him!
All right, make another strength check. Oh my god.
Oh, even worse. 1 total.
1 total. He resists and pulls you out of the arms like, we're going right back, right now. If your friends are gonna die, you don't under my tutelage. And is like now like pulling you away from pursuing and trying to get you back to the top of it.
I got him. You're going after Chet? Yeah. I look up on my trainer. I'm sorry, Uli, but I paid 20 gold for this and I put bees in his face.
Now, mind you, he's connected to you, so he can't go anywhere.
Is that a spell, or do you just have bees?
The bees don't want to die either. But you pull back up and you watch as Laudna just scoots by, barely, leaving a trail of bees behind as she goes.
Bees? Why bees? I had to regain control.
I start trying to make my way back towards the landing pad, but it's like pilot wings on N64. Nothing's going right. Oh god!
I will follow back to try and land.
Follow the orbs!
As you kind of coast up with your compatriot, Uli, who's like, his face is kind of swollen. He's got bees in his beard.
Sorry, Uli.
Now that you've gotten the hang of it, you coast on one final burst of like heavy wind that kicks up at the edge of the cliff. You ride it up to slow down your approach, and then come to a gentle rest onto the top. You land, the wings collapse underneath themselves and kind of fold up, and in front of your associate's like, I'm done. He's like opens one eye, but it's like swollen shut almost. And he like unclips himself and tumbles out into the ground.
Nice landing!
I'll just send some more missiles over to Chet.
Sorry about that, Uli. Here, we're sleeping, right? I'll drop a withering bloom in you to heal you up a little bit.
His face kind of returns to mostly normal at this point, and like,
that was awesome.
Leave.
Okay.
No.
Let me go help Chet.
No. Just go.
Okay. And I get to keep the goggles, right?
Please.
Okay. This was great.
Thank you for the goggles. That was a wonderful experience.
Valuable lessons I've learned today.
Just prestidigitation. Clean him up a little bit. I'm just making you look better. All right.
Did you see me? Was that great?
Oh, I saw you.
Oh my
I saw.
goodness. That was exhilarating. Let's go. I feel like we should go check on Chet, even though he said not to.
Sure.
Yes. Laudna is going to, I need to use the little ghoul's room. I'll be right back. I'm gonna slip away for a second.
Okay.
All I'm going to call it now.
Can I, sneak around the corner? I'm gonna go find like a cliff edge and kind of meditate, looking out over the sunset.
Kind of kick your legs off the edge of it. The wind kind of picks up a little bit. You would have been more nervous if you hadn't have done what you did earlier today, but like a bout of confidence hits you in the face of the elements, and you look over the beautiful hues of orange and purple and like faint greens that hid in the distant horizon. This is a beautiful, unique area. There are elements of it that do remind you of the southern reaches of Marquette in the fields where you first met Imogen, but a different kind of vibrance, as opposed to
a valley of farmland. This is a testament to building an oasis in the sky.
It's lovely. I'm gonna kind of just focus on the purples and the greens. Just gonna zone out for a minute. And then just under my breath, I'm gonna say, Delilah, are you still there? I felt a little pulse back in Isilra. So I'm just curious. All right.
You hear footsteps.
Oh. Hi.
Come sit down.
Hello. Come here.
What are you doing?
Oh, just taking a quiet moment. Doing a little inward reflection.
About?
Everyone's in there talking about how gods or other higher beings reached out to them and called to them, and I've always had a tenant up in here. It's not like there's been any vacancies to make room for anyone else, so
Yeah.
I don't know. Just checking, I guess.
Do you think she's like God adjacent?
I don't know. It's kind of what I was curious about. Feels like we're gonna need all the help we can get.
Yeah.
And
Well, I know she wants to keep you alive. But I don't know how much power she has outside of you.
I'm not sure.
I reached out. Did you know that? When you were gone, when you were dead, it's weird to say. I reached out to her.
Really? Oh, did she talk to you?
She did?
Really? I mean, I know you all saw some version of her when you were
Yeah.
in there, but
I asked her to bring you back. I asked for help. I prayed to her like she was a god. She was pretty useless. You hear that, Delilah? You're pretty useless.
just stare awkwardly into your eyes, hoping it gets through. Maybe she got it. Well, I just tried to take a little moment to do some feeling on the inside, and I didn't feel anything, so.
What if that's the trick? Right? What if, she was filling up so much space there was no room to hear any of the gods.
Yeah.
What if you tried reaching out to a god? Maybe they could fill up so much room that they would kick her out.
Maybe. I don't know. I know, obviously, Letters is very passionate about us all finding one, but just none of them kind of spoke to me, or called to me, or feel like my vibe,
Not even the matron?
Well, I have a feeling that The matron doesn't look kindly on someone like me. Ironically enough. So...
Who did that cleric serve, back in Drusar? The really interesting one we saw, that came to see Lord Esteros, that spoke to him after he had passed.
Oh!
Was it the Moonweaver? Who was it that she...
That sounds right. I'm sure I could look back in my diary and figure it out. Maybe I'll do that in time.
Yeah.
I mean, Moonweaver, that seems thematic.
It kind of does, doesn't it?
Wonder what she thinks about all this Rudis chaos.
Maybe we should just ask her. That's as simple as it is, right?
Yes. Should we try right now?
Let's just do it.
All right. Moonweaver!
Oh, Moonweaver!
What's your vibe? Dusk Maiden.
What? It was the Dusk Maiden?
I think it was the Dusk Maiden.
Oh.
I don't have a diary.
For Esteros? Whatever. Right now we're talking to the Moonweaver.
Things feel fucked?
Hello?
Want some help? I don't know.
I think they're yelling at the gods.
I was
over
gonna
there.
say, are we just gonna ignore that they're yelling at the thing over there? Like we can't hear that?
They look happy.
Natural.
They're doing it. They're reaching out to a higher power, guys.
Oh, baby.
It worked.
Well, maybe they'll come in our dreams.
One can only hope.
All right. I guess we'll get back to the others. And steal a little kiss before we go back.
A quiet moment looking past into the shadowed dark distance, holding your cup in your hand, Laudna, you smile looking over at Imogen. Feel that cold sensation kind of drift down your shoulders.
It's chilly on this mountain.
And you hear just creeping into the back of your mind. No matter who you pray to, no matter who you reach for, you are and will always be mine.
Gotta.
Mine!
What?
That was effective.
Hi! Dancer? Is that your name, Dancer?
It gets quiet. Who's talking?
Imogen?
I don't know, Imogen.
Well, now you do. Come on and answer the door so I can talk to you, hon.
You sound cute, Imogen.
So do you, Dancer.
Who sent you?
Well, you'll just have to find out.
Okay, hold. You like some stumbling over. Shh. God. And she leans out. You can see her kind of black hair half in the face, looking like she's still in the process of sobering. Probably was asleep and is now like rapidly put together in a slapdash way. Well, hi, Imogen.
Hi. Can you talk?
I mean, I've been talking to you. I think I can do more than talk.
Great. I'll just come in then.
Please.
Oh, and my friend's here with me.
Hi.
What's
No, don't worry, don't worry. It's okay, it's okay.
What's the bird's name, Dancer?
That's Pussy the Second.
Maybe we can drive them out.
Set it on
I
fire.
can try to do something that might confuse some of them.
That's good.
Like an interpretive dance or something?
I can.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Are you confused?
I really am.
I can swarm the house with.
I just don't. I want to
yellow
make sure,
jackets.
I want to
again.
make sure Imahara is fine.
Yes. Well, I would tell the bees
Not
where to
too
go.
intense.
Not
All right. I could drop something and you can swarm them at the same time.
okay.
At the
maybe
same time?
maybe we can do some spooky shit or something.
Sure.
Yeah, that's good. All right.
Will you tell everyone we're gonna drop it in 3, 2, 1?
Okay. All right. Can I dual message? I can't. I'm gonna do to Orem. We're gonna see if we can drive them out in like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And what about the caster?
Yeah, the caster.
The
That
druid.
caster is hide armor and all manner of strange kind of like components like bones and little relics and things that just kind of kept as a decor. But,
Yes.
but also
Everyone's got bones, Laudna.
He was not a nice guy, but his
No,
wife,
he was grumpy.
his wife was great.
And hot.
And Timothy's a friend of his, and he's got another friend who's a good baker and also heals people.
Some weird kids.
And this is Pate Derolo the third.
Oh, that's right.
Hi, how's it doing?
Oh.
He's like, "Ah, just
Terrible
yeah.
tinkerer of my heart.
Hi, Pante. Nice to meet
Rolo.
you.
Lana looks around to everyone.
What are you doing? It's not necessary right now. Relax.
Ashton and Imogen are gone.
Well, yeah.
You think?
It's finally happened.
What do you mean?
Ashton's abducted Imogen.
Oh no!
Whoa, where's
He
all this?
slept.
Where'd this paranoia come from?
I just knew it happened.
You've been waiting for this?
He's clearly the most likely.
Where's Pate? Pate!
Hey, what's going on? Oh, goodness.
Hey, look, Pate, we don't usually call on you very much. Talk some sense into this bitch, will ya?
I regret to inform you, tiny fuzzy man, I don't take orders from her.
Ah, sheesh.
You know.
What?
You don't trust them either. Ashton, the big rock person.
Oh no, I think he's actually pretty nice.
Shut up!
No!
I'm trying to tell you!
Hello.
You were gone for so long.
We've seen things.
We've seen things.
So many things.
I've seen things.
It was like an hour and 20 minutes.
It wasn't. What? What's going on?
Laudna was freaking out a little bit. Thought that maybe you guys had.
kidnapped you and
No, that's very reasonable.
Because
That
you have
absolutely
been
could have happened.
I didn't know you left. I'm sorry. I was very distracted by talking about vibes and how we can siphon energy, and I didn't know what was going
I go
on.
hug her.
Ashton, I forgive you for kidnapping Imogen.
I saw a giant mucus brain.
It's true.
He had skeletons stuck in him, Laudna. You would have loved it.
What does that mean?
Exactly what it says.
It smelled like rotten fruit
Grapefruit.
and pus.
And yeah.
Sounds nice.
Yet dry.
Very so dry. It sounds like it
Dry
would be
pus.
wet, but it was dry.